This is the nerdiest stuff I've ever heard in my life.
I'm also kind of scared what it's going to say about each of us, but go on.
I am so
It's
excited
very-
for this.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
I feel like we've mostly seen the cool Harry, and this is the first time we're seeing the dark side of Harry,
Who
which
I
is
actually
full
am.
nerddom.
Yeah, they're full nerddom. I'm usually quite prim and proper.
Amy and is a podcast that explores all kinds of bookish things, and that can include some pretty adult content. So please be aware that some of this content will be not safe for work or for young ears, and be careful who's listening when you are. Welcome back to Amy and I'm Amy Matthews, and it is Zine month. I'm here with just Zina Ashman.
Hi.
Harry Stewart.
Hi.
Abby Guy.
Hi.
Peyton Hogan. And Millie Heffernan.
That's me.
Oh, just Zina Ashman as well.
I'd like to acknowledge before we start that we're meeting on Garnerland today. It's the middle of winter here, and it's a very kind of rainy, stormy, beautiful Garner day. I'd like to acknowledge that this place is a place of storytelling that goes back a very long time, and knowledge through storytelling. We'd like to pay our respects to elders past and present, and also to extend those respects to any First Nations people listening today. We've been having Zine month this month, which has been great fun.
It's been a very good, very interesting month.
Yeah, it has.
Very educational.
Yes.
Very educational.
And very liberating, I think. I feel like it was, I don't know, like the conversation we had with Gemma and Shona, really, I could have talked to them. I know I say that every time, like I could talk to people for a lot longer, but that one in particular felt like it went too fast. Like I could have
Yeah.
talked a lot
And
more.
yet it's like one of our longest episodes. It's over an hour.
Yeah.
It's like an hour and 10 minutes or something.
So I am glad that we get to talk more zines today. Before we get started, this is our book club. And as everyone knows, we didn't set a book this month. Instead, we all made our own zines, which I'm excited to see everyone's zines. So did everyone do snacks? What are our snacks? Mil, do you want to tell everyone what we're doing this month?
It's BYO snacks and drink this month because you gotta eat and drink the snacks that you like to eat when you craft.
Mhm.
And I feel like that's a very personal choice. I have roasted chickpeas.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
nice. I love
Here's some
roasted
ASMR.
No.
They seem like it.
That's
No,
not a...
Is
All
it
right.
because of the noise suppression? Because it
Yeah,
like
I
won't.
think so.
because I've got a really good mic.
It is
Definitely.
really, I was going to say, you sound crisp today.
Yeah.
Crisp. I've attached to my drink
Oh,
bottle if you're
that's
listening,
smart.
because I don't like attaching them to my beautiful cardigans. So I was
Fair.
like,
So
I need an object to put the microphone on.
If you get thirsty, we're
Um,
gonna have like big drink ASMR happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quickly hit the mute button so that I can, so you don't hear.
Yeah.
Well, though maybe you won't hear me drinking.
Try.
I've
No, we can't.
No.
It's suppressing it.
That noise
Incredible.
suppression.
Whoa.
So good. Oh,
The
the
Yeah.
cats are
just fallen off the
insane
shelf.
behind
Yeah.
me.
It's the
can't
weather.
hear them either. Don't worry. I've been.
Hell yeah.
This is probably really
Don't worry about it.
sad.
It wasn't anything. Nothing happened.
This is probably going to sound really sad, but this week I've been falling asleep to live ASMR streams on TikTok.
No.
But they're
Whatever
actually
does
so
it.
annoying because they're all begging for money the whole time. So
So
they're
you
like,
get the ads.
Falling asleep to like capitalism.
yeah,
Yeah, she's becoming a capitalist.
like send me
Tapping
a
fingernails and
galaxy.
being like, please, please, I need money.
Maybe that's what we need to start doing.
Yeah. Send me a
Maybe.
galaxy for
The
more
link to my
time.
Patreon is in my bio.
You have 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
I feel like when you're fully asleep, that becomes like dangerously subliminal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wake up, you're like, I must
Maybe.
give money. I must.
Peyton's paying hundreds in their dreams.
Yeah.
Normally, I'm rubbish at the snacks. I don't ever remember to bring anything, but I did today because I've had a really tough week. So I brought like smoky
Nice.
Chipotle Tostitos, which I may eat, and my usual like Pepsi Max, which you
We
probably
should
can't
we should do like a noise and
Can you hear
blank out the
that?
brand names, and then if they want to appear on the pod, they have to pay
Yeah.
us.
Well, Pepsi may not want me to because it's a terrible addiction. I gave it up for 2 months. I'm back on it since I started marking. It's the marking's fault.
I didn't know you gave it up.
I
I've
did.
apologized
Yeah,
if there's
neither.
any time I've been encouraging Pepsi consumption.
Did. I give it up
Yes.
periodically and I manage it for a while and then I hit marking. It's always the marking and I'm like, I
Told
need
me
something.
very, very sadly
need
a
a
couple
bite.
months ago in
Yeah.
the kitchen, Amy was
Yeah.
like, "I've given up the
We have
Pepsi,"
to
and I
give
was
up.
like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. I'm just drinking extra alcohol to get through it.
Not having the caffeine, but I'm
Yeah,
drunk all the
that's right.
time.
Oh, I'm having lots of caffeine. We were at a staff meeting yesterday, and I felt a bit shamed because we had coffees, and then they've been making jokes. They're like, Amy had 2 coffees in an hour. I'm like, what are you like, the coffee police?
They
Also-
taste
That's
good.
fine.
I'm okay with it, and I still go to sleep at
Yeah.
10 p.m. So back off.
My mother will have 2 in the morning and then like she'll have one after dinner.
Yeah.
I
can-
love
I
an
can-
after dinner coffee.
I can still do that and fall asleep, so I think I'm fine.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Although
also
I was joking to Johnny that my new joke, though, I think, is that I will just carry a coffee cup everywhere at work and just sidle into every room like all I do is drink coffee.
And then
Just
Greg
make
did
them
the
really
fast
awesome.
Well, I
toast
wouldn't
potato
blame
bomb.
you, Amy. I wouldn't blame you.
Yeah.
Well, you
Also
need
need
the
to put on the shakes as well as you're walking around just to make
Yeah,
them
yeah.
really concerned. Yeah.
you need the loophole.
We need to have an
You need a
intervention for
mug.
Amy.
Yeah.
You need a mug that says, that don't talk to me till I've had my coffee.
Yeah.
Then you just never finish. Like keep.
That's
it
right.
hot.
Just keep the mug.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
Yeah.
another mug.
Yeah.
Sorry, bye.
I
can't
take
take
it.
any
I
more
take
barking,
it
I've got the
black
mug.
95% of the time. So,
Excuse
may
me.
blame it. Harrison.
Who else brought a snack?
Who else bought
Thanks,
snacks?
Millie.
I have some snacks.
I didn't.
I've got these, which are like honey butter chips.
Oh.
Oh.
I had them when I was in the Philippines, and I thought they were absolutely delicious. And then I saw them in an Asian supermarket the other day, and I was like, hell yeah. And then I've also got other favorite of mine from the Asian supermarket is the matcha Kit Kats.
Ah.
Oh, I did
Um,
not know about those.
And for a drink, I've got water, which is, I wish I
That's
wasn't.
so
with it.
sensible.
But I thought the water would be suitable because I've got so many stickers on my water bottle from zine fairs, including this one from Georgina, and I think I've got another. This was Beck Sheedy, and there's another George Rex sticker. So I'm like,
Oh
I
yeah.
love
two
her.
emotional support water bottles. I feel like those are my crafting drinks.
I am a bit boring because I brought an apple. It's just like such a sweet apple, which is how I like my apples.
The apples are the best at the moment. They're
Oh.
so good.
They're so good. But normally, what I do, my friend put me onto this, I'll chop it differently. I'll chop it so that you get like chip-shaped slices of apple, and then I put peanut butter and then a couple like
Yeah, nice.
dark chocolate chips. So
You're
good.
all healthy. What is happening?
Yeah.
Every
That was
week you're
good.
going up. Every month you bring junk, and I'm like, oh, I didn't bring any food, and now you're all healthy on me. What?
I had a
My chips
macadamia
and Kit Kats are
cookie.
super healthy.
Amy, it's because I've
Yes. You finished the biggest slice of carrot cake that ever.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
Don't
this is
worry.
all it's Thursday and this is all I have left. I've eaten everything else. I've eaten all of the junk.
These
Oh,
are
and
healthy
then-
in the quantities that I eat them.
I love those. I'm a big fan of the roasted chickpea. Big fan.
Oh,
The other
I like
one-
what are they? Pistachios at the moment.
Yeah,
I bought
nice.
a slice of bag of
I like
pistachios
it when
the
you
other day.
shell them because it's very satisfying.
Yeah, very satisfying.
Very
Keeps my
satisfying.
brain working twice.
Anyway.
one
I
I
made
think is-
a French martini because,
Oh,
but I got rid of the Chambord because I don't like Chambord.
yeah,
And
I'm not
so
a big fan
it's-
either.
I haven't tasted it yet because I said that I would have my first sip when I present what my zine is about, and I'm worried it's going to
segue.
taste like
Great
petrol.
segue. You
Harry's
may
going
have to go
last.
first.
Yes. We need to get you
Because I think it's going
drinking.
to taste like petrol.
So,
Not really a martini guy.
what order should we do our zines in? Who wants to
Well,
go first?
Harry, because I want to see him
Yeah.
take a sip of his
Me
martini.
too. And a review, a nice little review of the martini.
I don't know if it's going to be good.
Oh, we
I'm
can
kind
talk
of-
about that.
Kind of worried.
I
Oh.
love the martini.
Oh, I like that.
Big
This
fan.
is so like. This feels like
Here we
a
go.
book club night. Like
So for those of you that we have to remember, most of our people listen to us on platforms that are not visual. So we're going to describe these as we go. So Harry has put up a digitization of his. You made yours digitally, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So do you want to describe it?
Yes,
And tell
it's
us what
called.
it is?
It's called the. The context of this is that I paint tiny little historical figures, which I think I have said on the pod before. And I made a rule book for this really nerdy game that I play with my friend, and I was going to present that, but I wanted to make it more fun. So I decided on a zine called The War of the Amy and Book Club, and how the podcast would fight against one another in 1812. And I made like a fictional continent. And then I said what each of our battle plans would be. And I based them on real life battle plans.
This is the nerdiest stuff I've ever heard in my life.
I'm also kind of scared what it's going to say about each of us, but go on.
I am so excited for this.
It's so fun. It's so fun. So
I feel like we've mostly seen the cool Harry, and this is the first time we're seeing the dark side of Harry,
who I actually
full
am.
nerddom.
Yeah, they're full nerddom. I'm usually quite prim and proper. So I put us all here with various Continental Army general hats on. And I said, how would Amy fight on the fields of Waterloo? How would Justina protect her army's baggage train? Would Peyton fight a hit and run tactic? Would Abby try to lure us into the open field for a pitched battle? How would Millie outsmart all of us? And would Harry be too busy playing with his miniatures in his tent to notice that there was a battle going on at all? And then the scenario is that we find ourselves, I haven't even practiced this, we find ourselves on the continent of Hogash Matthias Stefagaya, which is all of our last names put together. It took a really long time. With happy lands of equality, safety, and open expression, the six lands have drawn up plans to invade one another on the prospect of removing the opposing leaders so that we can each have more podcasting time. So we're trying to kill each other so that we can be on the podcast
Risk.
more.
We're basically playing Risk.
I feel like now we have to play Risk at some point.
I love Risk.
Oh, I am not very good at it.
Harry, I have a Lord of the Rings edition of Risk. Which...
I have the Lord of the Rings too, just so you know, it's very good. So I'm going to summarize these as fast as I can. So my plan is Abby, get Abby. And it shows...
Abby, do the work.
It shows that my little kingdom in the corner right here is going to swing past Millie's kingdom and through Amy's to get to Abby. And the idea
it's
is
a stealth mission.
It's a stealth mission. It's called Shock Attack. So I'm trying to head straight for Abby's territory with everything that I've got, hoping... and I've sent envoys to enjoy a wine with Amy, talk about queer theory with Millie, and spread superstitions with Justina to keep the three of these nations out of the war so I can go and take out Abby. And the objective is to keep the neighboring countries happy until Abby's kingdom can be successfully subdued. And then I've got Millie's plan, which is to build fortifications around their entire territory. And it's called the Watch and Wait. And Millie goes, stay away. So Millie is Millie's realm is the envy of others. It's really quiet, it's calm, and it's peaceful. And as a first leader in history in the public discourse of neighbouring nations, Millie chooses to secure their borders with constant patrols and only receives envoys if they have the energy to deal with them. The plan is simple: see who makes the most disagreeable first move and carefully weigh each option before proceeding. So Millie's is called the reverse slope. And it's to ensure that Millie joins the side that shows the greatest care for their actions and avoids the unnecessary loss of life wherever possible.
I feel like there might be like roaming herds of cats, like policing the borders as well, like just checking who's coming in.
Absolutely, cat envoys.
I'm going so red because I feel so seen about this.
I can't wait for everybody. I got to go first. I can't wait for everybody else to feel as red and as I do. It's nice to be known, I guess.
So Amy's plan is as the largest and most prosperous realm, Amy's plan is simple: swing south into Abby's realm and offer large sums of money to her to create fantastic sets of new uniforms and flags for the Matthews army. After this, Amy would introduce Abby to powerful members of her inner circle and ask her to politely join her in an alliance.
Can I just pause you here to say that I have basically ruined every game of Risk for everyone ever, because this is what I do. I make an alliance early on. And then no one can beat you. It's the best.
Oh my gosh, Harry, the accuracy.
Nailed it.
I'm actually predicting the future. So I said Amy would then propose the following strategy to Abby. maximum cannonry. Deploy a staggering amount of cannonry that fire prominent literature into enemy lines that could be used to deter any force from a pitched battle and encourage peace and thought.
I will
So-
tell you, I might make an
Wow.
alliance with more than one person as well.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Wow, sneaky. So Abby's plan is the key, which is called easy peasy. As a keen strategist who lives primarily in her tent reading up on her neighbors, Abby realizes that Peyton is too busy hosting prominent artists in her kingdom and seizes the opportunity to attack. On the other side of the continent, Abby is wary of Harry's tricks and games, but loves Justina and Millie too much to attack them. She plans an alliance with them to keep Harry locked in his kingdom without spending a single soldier. So you split your army into two different things. You go and try and take out Peyton or force her into an alliance.
I feel like
And
there'd be
corner me so
dragons
that-
too. I feel like
Yeah,
she'd
there'd
have
be-
more artillery than we do. She'd have
Be
dragons.
violent. So now Peyton's plan, which is the next one, is
Everyone.
So Peyton's plan is come listen to some tunes, guys. The sneaky. As a powerfully unhinged realm that terrifies its neighbors. Peyton's realm is one that most can hear over their borders due to the music playing and the laughter from Overlord Peyton's unhinged public announcements. Under this guise, Peyton invites all neighboring leaders to a night of music and fun, under the pretense of enjoyment, when secretly Peyton sends a split force into each kingdom to fund local Marxist rebels.
Oh my God, this is my favorite thing ever. I'm
So
crying.
you go for scorched earth, which is an unprovoked attack on your neighbor's population and the incitation of major rebellion. You aim to destroy the enemy's morale within their kingdoms and therefore use less soldiers when saving them for a coup of your own making.
Hell yeah, that's badass. I'm happy with that.
I thought funding Marxists was funny. Oh.
Won't be funny when we defeat you, actually.
You just have to get the proletariat to rise up in every nation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Peyton's going to be trying to
Oh.
unionize Abby's dragons, but Abby's dragons can't speak.
Oh, so the final one is Justina's plan, which is war? Really, guys? Fine. As the furthest neighbor with the least necessary defensible positions, Justina makes an early call to try and sit this one out. Despite this stance, Justina's army is roughly 3 times the size of all of their enemies and makes the call against criticism from within the kingdom's military ranks. Nonetheless, to appease the naysayers, Justina sends envoys to all kingdoms and tells them not to be concerned by the force that will be sent into their kingdom, as they're only there to make it seem like something's being done. And it's good. Strategic retreats. So you constantly attack your neighbors, but you never kill, wound, burn, or take anything, and always report back that the army is strategically retreating. The goal is to simply appear as though this fight is necessary, when in fact Justina is quite comfortable in their kingdom, unfazed by the conflict ensuing. So your objective is to stay out of the conflict indefinitely and avoid all attempts by others to draw you into the war.
Justina also knows that she could beat anyone in a fight. So
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
If I started taking this more seriously, I would head to the front lines with my bare fists.
Yeah. In fact, you should just suggest it's single combat, like in the Iliad. We'll just watch you guys fight.
I was like, how do I put it? Do I make Justina really aggressive? Or do I go sit it out, but has the most power out of all of us and just goes, I don't want to do this, guy. So there we are. That is the War of Amiens and how we would.
I feel like we need to make this game now.
Yes. I know. I think we need to write the book series adaptation.
Yes, please.
Put this.
And they get a really gritty HBO.
I love how much insight that gives into what you do in your spare time, Harry.
Yeah, literally.
We saw him sip it.
That is
Everyone.
not good.
Well, tell us about it. What did you make? What is in your martini?
What is in it? It's got pineapple juice in it, a shot
This
of
is not a
gin.
martini. This is not a martini.
No, this is a French martini. I just didn't put the Chambord in it because I don't like Chambord.
I don't like the sound of this.
And then there's vermouth.
Oh,
And
Ooh.
Where are the French getting all the
Gasoline.
pineapple juice in this
yeah.
traditional
Wow.
French drink?
Very interesting flavor.
Sounds amazing.
Anyway, that's how we'd fight. That's my zine. I had so much fun with this. This was honest. I think this might be the book club I've looked forward to the most. Because I was like, when I was making this, I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, 100%.
I really want to become a Wikipedia editor so that I can build the Wikipedia page for the infamous battle.
Can't you just do that?
Amy and book club.
I feel like that's an achievable goal. You should definitely
Yeah, we
aim
could
for
do
that.
this. Best fan fiction ever.
All right, who next? Someone picks. So Harry, do you know what? Everyone who presents can pick the next person. How about that?
Oh, I like this. In lieu of Abby's plan being called the easy peasy, I'm going to go with Abby. For what seems the hardest zine.
Mine's really short and simple. So, everyone might have seen, I was originally going to do a podcast pets zine, because it feels ridiculous to have a zine book club and not have pets in it. I feel like half of the zines are cats or pets. But I didn't have time to draw everybody's pets, so this is what I've come up with. I did this last night, so very short. Anyway, my zine is animals in hats and where they wore them. We can go
It's already adorable.
I think this is already a children's book. I would buy this book.
This is a goose, and they wore their party hat to their own birthday party.
Did you draw this?
I did, yeah.
I already love it. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I'm
For
obsessed.
everyone who's listening, I feel like this is definitely a
We
watch.
need to describe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally a goose in a little party hat. It's very simple.
It's beautifully drawn.
The goose has a little bit of a "hey everyone" kind of look on its face.
Yeah.
I also
This is
think
my
the goose,
birthday hat.
the goose
Yeah.
looks very poised and very elegant, which is
Yeah.
not what I associate with geese.
No.
This is
Make
an
it
elegant-
direct eye contact. It's a friendly goose.
This is a top
Friendly
cat,
goose.
so it's a little ginger cat wearing a top hat, and he wore it to their interview at the biscuit factory.
Oh my
my
god.
God.
Oh.
Of
Also
course
looking
they did.
super pleased with themselves.
Yes.
That
Oh my
interview
Got the
went
look on his
well.
face, when the cats are sitting in the sun and they're just bathing in the sun. That's the look on his face, like
I
so
kind of,
pleased.
I went between a top hat and a cowboy hat for this guy, but he ended up.
He definitely got tipped in milk biscuits today. He looks happy.
Okay, this is a raccoon.
Oh.
The raccoon wearing a purple beanie and scarf, and they're on their way to steal your trash. And then in brackets at the bottom it says "and your heart."
Oh.
Actually,
Why's he
so
got a
cute.
smirk? It's so cute.
I think the
Stealing.
energy this raccoon is giving, and I think maybe I'm being influenced by the "and your heart," is just like that 2010s era of like hipster love interests who's like a little bit of a fuckboy, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, but also he's also a bit like golden retriever vibe fuckboy.
Yeah.
Like he's not dangerous in any way, shape, or form.
He's not trying to hurt you.
Nah,
He's trying to
he's
see himself as someone who doesn't listen to the
I-
Smiths.
I love
Yeah.
the little ears peeking out of the beanie.
Oh, the beanie.
His little ears going to get cold.
He's got a lovely purple too. It's a lovely purple.
It
He's pictured of what
is.
that- Mm.
Thank you, thank you. This is
Oh.
and he wore this moments before committing a crime. So for everyone listening, it's a green frog, and he's got one of those hats that's
The
colorful
propeller hat.
color on the top. Yeah.
Pinwheel
This is-
hat. Yeah.
I don't know if frogs exist in Florida, but this is very much giving Florida man energy. You know, like
Yeah.
they are so chaotically criminal.
Oh, what crime did he commit? I wonder.
I have no idea. This is a pie rat. For our listeners, it's a little rat. He looks he looks lovely. He's wearing a pirate hat and he's got a couple earrings in his ear.
Which means he's also a fuckboy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
He
definitely.
wore this
Yeah.
hat while walking the plank. Clearly.
Well, that's right. Rats can swim. He'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at him. He's confident. Oh my God.
For
So
listeners, is a
pretty.
goldfish wearing a clown hat and like one of those frilly little clown collars, and he's a clownfish. And this is just their daily attire because they're a clownfish.
That's adorable.
Amazing.
I just think you need to submit this as a kid's book. I
Yes.
just think it's the best.
I want these in portraits
Oh
on my wall.
God. That is
I
such
kind
a
of-
good idea.
Framed on my wall, yes. Harry.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my
In like
gosh.
gold. Oh, it's so cute.
I wanted them to have greeting card vibes.
Yeah, they definitely
Yeah,
do.
they
That's
do.
so cute.
We can make those.
Yeah.
We have to. Let's go print them, please.
That is so
Oh,
cute.
I
That's the
love
zine.
that.
That's awesome, Abby. Good job.
Claps for
Wow.
you, Abby.
I can't believe you did that all last night. What?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Instead of doing the many other things I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
That was
I
so good.
request them as prints.
I'll sell them at our live show.
Yeah.
They'd
People
be
are
good
so
bookmarks
talented.
too. I'd love those as bookmarks. They'd
Oh, the
make me
little heads
smile.
popping out. The
Yeah.
raccoon. Oh,
I wonder if we could do
Oh,
like almost like a dress-up game version of it because I loved having the title page with the hats that don't have the animals, and you can match the
Oh,
hats.
you can switch them.
oh,
you can make the goose commit the crime.
The goose can be committing the
Yay!
crime.
Nice.
All right, you get to pick the next victim, Abby.
Should we do all the digitals first? Get them out the way. Go, Amy.
That's a good idea. Let's get the
Good
digitals
idea.
done. Now, this one, background, is like something that pre-existed that I wanted to memorialize. So this was this fake band I used to have with my friend Chelsea, and it was a conceptual band. So there's no we neither of us can play music. So we would just produce albums, but there was no music for the albums. And the
you play the
game,
drums,
yeah,
actually.
yeah, I
Fact
do.
check.
But the game was it started that if we were at an event, every time someone said something funny, we'd write it down on our phones. And so every album memorializes one afternoon or one evening and so I wanted to kind of I'm going to print it for her and give it to her because we stopped at the dates are, I think it's right at the end. I think we finished it in like 2021. But it actually got written up in an art magazine.
Oh,
Oh,
Really?
As like conceptual art. And I wanted to memorialize it to her because it was only ever on Facebook. So if you scroll down, you can pick a page that appeals to you. It's really long, so just pick. That was our first one, and that was us at the pub.
We should probably read some of these out for the
Yeah,
listeners.
let's definitely do the first one because that's where it
Okay.
yeah.
started.
So
I'm a big fan of this.
the first one was called Beret Nation,
Oh,
and
do you want to say what your band is called?
it's called The Ironic Poser, and that was because someone once called me a poser at an event, and I got really offended. And Chelsea was like, well, at least you're an ironic poser. So then we became the ironic posers. And I was wearing a beret when I was called a poser. And fair, I am a bit of a poser. So that's why we were called that. That happened in like 2011 or 12, I think. So this was our first album and it's called Beret Nation. And the songs are Who the Fuck is Roger? I Ain't No Booze Hound. The Shame Collective. I Can See Vultures. I Wield the Whip. Everyone's unbuttoning furiously. We are not vajazzling. Don't come near me with that velvet. And they were all things people had said that night at the
this is
pub.
incredible.
I fear this album is a banger. Like, this is great.
Yeah.
Don't come
I
near me
can
with that velvet.
I can see on the side that there are 46 pages.
Yeah. So you pick
Oh
some
my,
at random, scroll through, and someone yell out when there's one that
my
you
God.
like.
Okay.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
wait, okay.
That was our single. That's Cheese Single.
Cheese,
Mhm.
and it's a picture
For
of
those
a.
listening, it's a picture of a
Yeah.
cheese single.
Yeah.
All right.
So, and then these are like we did singles, so you can ignore those. But if you pick one that you like the look of,
What do
So-
you
I don't
just
know when
yell
to
out?
stop.
yeah. So this one's called Sparkle Horse, and it was a two disc.
Oh,
'cause
that's
that
two
was
discs. That's
that was
Oh,
that was a
nice.
night. This one's worth
Oh, this
stopping
one
on.
looks great.
Oh, yeah.
We were at our friend's Kelly's house, and she was making everyone pumpkin soup, but she got super drunk and forgot the pumpkin soup was on the stove, and then it
Oh
exploded
no.
everywhere. Like she had one of those like doors that had like glass in it between the kitchen and where we were sitting, and the soup exploded so much some ended up on the glass, and we were like, so then we had pumpkin soup explosion. And these were some of the things people were saying that night. So it was here we come to a cluster of horrors. I've played with cadavers before. It looked like wounds. Music is raping me. It is brain raping me. This is not my public space. He had psychosis coming out of his pockets, and that's a pure exit zone. But people say amazing things. That's what we discovered. When you actually pay
Yeah.
attention to
I think
people.
I've played with cadavers before. Really stands out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
This is
want to
your
know the
like
context of these.
this is your like grittier, very grungy album, I
This is our
feel.
grunge era,
Yeah.
yeah. But if you go
Yeah.
down, there's one called The Shame Cave that I feel like would resonate with you guys. This one. So it's the Downy Vortex, Snotty Glamour. I dried his teacups. I feel like that was about staff room, like the teacups in the staff room. There's a message in the game. I blame him for sound. Curiosity Killed the Manx, Mashed Banana Face, Throwing Yourself Around Weeping, Vladimir the Bee, The Priest Entered Gemma, and Cough Song. Like, they're just really weird shit people used to
I
say.
feel like mashed banana face is
Yeah.
you get Wiggles to do a verse, and that's gonna win.
Oh yeah, the people
It's
love
number
that.
10 for me. I need to know
Yeah,
the context
I
of
was
that
gonna say Gemma
And
is living her life.
There's also,
Wildly.
I think, more on the next page. I think this was a long album. No, maybe not. That's the Wombles. That's Hang Your Womble.
Dude, cock. What?
Yeah, they're quite rude. This was Drunky Mummies when Chelsea went out on like a school drinks night with the mums, the Drunky Mummies. So this one's got Gertrude is not my only friend.
Oh, wait.
These were amazing. I was like, can you please tell me what you're talking about? There was Your Chicken is a Cock, Pluck My Roast Boys, Show Me the Exit, Are We Taking Our Shirts Off? I was like, what happened at this event?
I feel like Kama Sutra Hyperbole sounds like a hyperpop song. Like that probably
I'm pretty
exists.
interested in dinosaurs.
Yeah, I want ear badge my ear balls. It's like a curse that you can say in a quiet place.
Oh, we should look at the apple
Oh.
one since Peyton has apples as a snack.
Oh,
Oh,
true.
yeah,
All right,
good
hold
one.
on. Let's go back to the apple one.
Dazzling
So this
period
is
two.
the apple's good in Belgium. We had a friend who moved to Belgium.
Wow.
Hum is not a word. All the cocks have gone into hiding. The foolproof solution. This could be your barge. A mascot must be Fury. I can't do it with one hand. Galley in the back stairs. The University of Cock. I feel like we were talking about men being mansplaining and being cocks that day.
Does seem that way.
Imagination, gender in my handbag, hold my gender, yarn bomb your vagina, I'm no good in bed, the vag doesn't open doors, you can't control your wound.
And for listeners, I'm no good in bed. It's not in bed, it's embed.
Yeah.
BED,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Oh my god. Hold My Gender is incredible.
Oh, my gender is so good. Gender in my handbag too.
Gender in
We should
my
release that
handbag's
as a
really
single.
good.
And this one's
Yeah.
called The Bedazzler of Enlightenment. No idea what we're talking about that week.
Let's
but-
skip to one of the later ones, maybe.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
let me
go.
just-
What do you do? Oh, sorry,
Freud in the
cow.
suburbs.
Damn it.
Oh,
So
this one's interesting.
Yeah, this one's called
Yeah.
Skew My Agenda. So alarm, alarmed, alarming, alarmist. Blame it on April. It's all yes. Deliberate enunciation. Enunciation with an A. Oh, four-way action. But why? Undertaking, scrutinous, bite my issue. Why are you teaching four, as in the number, you lazy cow? I eat lunch too.
I Eat Lunch Too would be great, and you need to get Billie Eilish to feature on it.
Can I just say,
Yeah,
Amy,
that's
the
random.
visuals you've chosen to add to each of these slides are also amazing.
Yeah, it was over very many years. So there's Neon Morons, which is better
Oh, you've
living
moved
through.
into your hyperpop
Yeah,
era.
These are two. This is two albums. There's See You Later, Ruminator, and Neon Morons. So Neon Morons has Better Living Through Jackets, Playing Hashtag Is No Game, Everything This Side of the Colon, Camus in the Weeds, and Her Imaginary Missing Hole, and Workening.
The vibe I'm getting for this album is Paramore After Laughter. Wait, is that what you said? Yeah.
Shall we go? Oh, hold on, the
Not
Smurfs.
so many. Oh, the
That's
Smurfs. Yeah, that's called Written by a Smurf.
Written by Smurfs.
Yeah, yeah. And then these were like one-liners, really.
Oh,
That's sincere
so
triangle.
She's drunk.
We're trying a new angle.
Kiss my outer rim.
New single, Out of This
Make sure
World.
listeners got that one.
So not what I thought this was.
And this one,
was gonna be.
this one was amazing because I was at the pub and it had the gig list and the name Chelsea Lee was up there. And I was just like, are you playing without me? Like, are you making real music? But it was a different Chelsea Lee.
Oh.
So she tells me. And then this was Nature Whores a Vacuum. And that was the last one.
Oh
those
my
are
god.
Oh.
Wow.
All the way
Yeah.
till
I also want those as
2021.
posters.
Yeah, they were kind of random. We would just do them
That's
now and then.
amazing.
But it was Chelsea's idea. She loved the idea of like just making an album every time we got together. It was very funny. Also, people say great things. It's amazing the weird shit people say.
Oh, the shit you'd be able to make out of like an episode, Amy and.
You should definitely try that.
It's also like kind of a bizarre but really special way to like remember times you've hung out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I
Do you
really
remember
love
any of them when you're reading?
Yeah, some of them. Like
Yeah.
and like the pumpkin soup night, I remember really clearly. And there's a few other that I know were at the staff club after a Friday seminar, and I can remember things.
I always think it's fun
Sweet.
though to go back to them completely out of context and have no frame of reference.
There are
for what
some
it was.
where I was putting them together. I'm like, I don't know what that was.
I love the thing people do now of like whenever a friend says something really funny, you write it down in your notes app on your phone. I always try to remember to do that because again, you like forget what context that was set in, and then you reread them and they're even funnier than they were the
Because
first
we
time.
got really obsessed with conceptual like art that doesn't exist, like writing exegetically about things that didn't exist. And there was at the time I found it on our Facebook page. There was a link to, I don't know if you guys heard about this. There was this guy in London who just wrote reviews for a restaurant that didn't exist. And then he started getting bookings. And so
I think I did hear it.
and then he did this one night only like opening of this restaurant that didn't exist that he'd been writing about. It was in a house in London, and literally it was just a house with some, and he pulled some people in, and they just served like tinned food and stuff, and people came and loved it.
That's amazing. I never thought of it this way, but I've told you guys about this before. Jess, who I used to work with at the bookshop, we for like a couple years have had a fake podcast, and we have a name for it, and we have like a graphic and
So
everything.
you need the ephemera. Like the graphic. It's all the ephemera of this thing that doesn't exist.
She made it into a mug, so you keep talking and I can go fetch it. But this is just so funny because it's called Chunky Highlights. Isn't that a brilliant name? Chunky Highlights like a hair, but that's also what the podcast is. It's the chunky highlights of the day because we would record all day. We have like security cameras in the shop and we would pretend that they were recording us. It was really funny. I'll go find it.
This reminds me of, it's like a fake podcast on TikTok where they're just TikTok skits kind of about podcasting in an almost meta way. There's a great one which made me feel self-conscious about how I am with a microphone, where both hosts just keep constantly turning away from the microphone or moving the microphone away from their mouths. There's one where they're ranking things, but the things they're ranking is everything that they've said so far in that. But yes.
Oh my God, Peyton returns with the mug.
Making content for fake things.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is amazing.
Oh my God.
So just for the listeners at home, this mug is incredible. So it has your faces stuck on it. Are they Friends characters?
Yeah. Well, this is Jennifer Aniston with chunky highlights.
Yeah.
This is Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, okay.
Nice. The queens of the chunky highlights.
Yes.
Is that your graphic design skills that I recognize there?
Yes. There was one day a different co-worker had to cover one of Jess's shifts, and I started the day and I was like talking out into the store. I was going, "Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Chunky Highlights. Today we have a special guest." And apparently she was so normal about it. But then when she worked with Jess a few days later, she was like, it was really weird. She was like, no one was there, but she kept introducing the podcast.
Oh my gosh. I went camping with some friends a couple years ago, actually. And then two of them started a like fake tour company, essentially, and then spent the whole trip pretending that they were taking us on a tour. And they both had very realized characters for their tour guide hosts. I don't know. It was very delightful. There was a point where we've been driving for however many hours, and then they started to get a bit self-conscious, being like, "Huh, is everyone actually entertained by this, or are we all just quietly putting up with it?" I thought it was fun.
All right, so who's next?
You have to pick.
Well, that was beautiful. That was brilliant.
Your idea.
That was so epic.
Ironic poser.
Yeah. Let's go with Peyton since you were showing your mug. Let's just keep it going.
Mine is just nowhere near as entertaining as any of these. I really struggle with arts and crafts of all kinds. I'm not very good at it, and then it takes me a
This
really
is
long
not true
time.
because you are the master of meme making.
You
Yeah.
literally
Well,
just showed us a mug that you made. Like,
Digital art is art, Peyton.
so I started collaging and then it looked really bad. I had the idea in my head and so I just started doing it digitally, but I printed it out because I was really interested in this specific form. I think it's called a flexi zine, but I'm not 100% sure. So this is it. So the font is a bit
What are you
vague on
talking about?
purpose.
You're not good at craft. Everyone should be seeing this. Like,
I
everyone
mean,
Beautiful.
I just
get over to
went.
YouTube and go have a look at this if you're listening.
I mean, none of this is mine. I just whacked some pictures together that I took from the National Gallery archive of artworks. So it says nothing matters, and it's all very gloomy and depressing and all that kind of stuff. But then this this form is so fun. So it's like that, and then you fold it outward like this,
so
and then
Peyton's
it
folding it
says,
out from the center.
From the center. And
yes,
it's like a square. And
yeah.
that is incredible.
That's cool.
You're
So
gonna have to read some of this to
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too
Yeah.
small.
Inside it says nihilism recovery package. I started doing this last year when I was feeling kind of depressed and nihilistic. And I was just like taking note of anything that kind of brought me comfort and I would write it down. And some of it actually is still quite dark, but it was stuff that made me feel seen. Even just recently, I read Good Morning Midnight by Jean Reese.
Hmm.
And so I put that on there as part of
I'm
the
assuming
nihilism
all of
recovery
our names
package.
are somewhere there.
In yes,
Ah, they're not.
Uh,
Oh my God, we make you
wow.
feel nihilistic. This is
Oh
so
my God.
depressing.
I didn't put any people on there. I didn't even think
Oh
Uh,
it was just
this is
media.
You've
sounds
ruined
like
Amy's year.
a typical poser would put themselves into this though, wouldn't they,
no.
Peyton?
Oh my
Typical
God.
poser.
Yeah,
The
listen to
Zen does
Amy
have
up
an ironic
here.
poser album on there.
Why
Yeah.
don't we cure your depression, Peyton?
You know
Where's
what?
Bo McBride? Bloody hell, Peyton.
You know what I would put on here though? What I will add to this is everyone's zines. Because it's actually really, really comforting.
Just the
What else?
zines though, but don't list who made
So
them.
what else is on there? What other media?
Well, so Good Morning Midnight by Jean Reese is on there. It's actually quite a bleak and depressing book, but it kind of makes you feel seen because she's having such a crisis of age and gender and money and identity and all of it. And she's, becoming invisible and she's incredibly lonely and she goes to Paris entirely on her own. It's just like very, very sad, but you kind of go, "Oh, I get you."
Yeah.
But more comforting things that are on there are Everything Everywhere All at Once. So
Mm.
good. So good. If you're feeling
Yeah.
nihilistic, it's like the best thing to watch. Also, Piranesi by Susanna Clark. The reason why I put that on there is I really like in that book everything that it says about like social constructs and constructs of faith and how we just sort of automatically do it because it's centered around this figure who's in, I think it's called the house. And it's this very mystical, wondrous place where it's just giant marble statues everywhere. And like it's an infinite thing of corridors and massive rooms. But he's just like the sweetest guy. He finds human remains and he has all of these rituals where he makes offerings to them and speaks to them and all that kind of stuff. And his mission is to like document every single room in this place. And this is a huge spoiler, but everything that he's doing is completely made up and it's completely just for him. He's actually a guy who was in the real world and he was trapped in this other realm. And so then eventually he has to adjust to being back into reality. Anyway, it just says a lot. It's just really, really comforting to read.
So I'm feeling like there's an element of all yours that about how art makes you feel recognized and seen and makes space for however you're feeling right now.
Yes, I think so. Another one that's on here is the most recent Superman movie, which like people were talking a lot about as it came out, how it's very, very hopeful and
Mm.
optimistic. And so that's a really comforting thing to watch. And then this one is also quite dark, like Good Morning Midnight. I put The Stranger by Alberto Moo on there. But that's because I think if you're ready to kind of get some like tough love about nihilism, that's a good one to read. This character is incredibly nihilistic the whole way through, but I personally feel like the ending shows how untrue nihilism actually is and how he's actually been convincing himself that nothing matters. But it's like he has to do so much mental gymnastics to hold on to that idea that, like, maybe it's actually not true. Maybe things did matter the whole time.
Did you listen to The Cure's Killing an Arab while you read it? Because that's about that book. You should
No.
definitely try listening to it while reading it.
Ooh, I will. And then other little bits and pieces on there that don't have images or anything. It just says life's small pleasures, horses running, and animals rescued. And then the idea that there's no such thing as the individual. You're a collection of bugs, you're a habitat, you're an ecosystem, you're an animal. So those are all just things that I find comfort in when I'm feeling kind of stressy, depressy. And
That's
then,
beautiful. That
well,
is really beautiful.
I'll know. We'll watch the
Well,
unfolding. So it unfolds again
Oh,
on
wow.
itself.
Yeah, you're terrible at craft. You're just
Yeah,
rubbish at craft.
shocking. You got no clue what you're
I just
doing.
watched someone's video on how they did it, and then I had to try and figure out how to how to
That's
make
how
my
you
own.
learn stuff.
Yeah.
that's how most people learn how to do most things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one has a lot of writing that I don't have to read, but there's more media on there. The Monk and Robot duology by Becky Chambers, that's also a very, very comforting thing to read. And it kind of makes you think a lot about philosophical stuff, which I personally do find that more comforting when I'm kind of depressed because I feel like the depression comes from something bigger than just my
Yeah.
everyday life, really.
Mm.
Like it's, yeah. And same with Catabasis by R.F. Kuang. That's another one that the character is quite nihilistic the whole way through, but I think there's a powerful twist in it that has to do with love and how love gives you purpose and meaning and all that kind of stuff, all that jazz. And then Smallville. Smallville is on there. It's just super
Oh,
comforting.
yes.
It's so comforting.
So you're a bit of a Superman fan.
Yeah, there's something
I
about Superman.
There's something about it that's
It's
re weirdly
very
comforting.
magical and the older stuff too. Like is really
Yeah.
magical and really taps into like this childlike wonder at the world, I think.
I also
Yes.
think there's a way in which it's like the superhero trends have gone all the way back around, where it's almost much more like subversive to have a hero who is sort of uncomplicatedly trying to
Mm,
do good versus an anti-hero who's very
mm,
morally
Yeah, I
gray.
feel like we
Yeah.
returned to the OG Superman with the new movie,
yeah.
thank
Yeah.
God, which is the idea of just like, what if there was a guy who was the most powerful guy ever and he could destroy the world and instead he just used it to help people?
Yeah.
Yes. That's exactly it. And
It
it's,
also has
like
young Tom Welling in it. So
Yeah,
exactly.
wow.
So beautiful. Everyone in that series is so beautiful. And they all have chemistry with each other. Very
With
intense
beautiful
chemistry.
people who have chemistry together helps with nihilism.
It
Yeah.
It
does.
does.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
It truly does.
Indeed.
But apparently not actually, because we've been doing this for a while and we didn't teach. So maybe not.
We're either not beautiful enough or we don't have chemistry
Yeah.
to make the list. But yeah, I like that, sometimes some difficult things in life shouldn't actually be complicated, like you just shouldn't hurt people. You just shouldn't want to do things for your own gain at the expense of everyone else. Those things should be simple. And in some texts like Superman, they usually are that simple. So it's just comforting to watch when you kind of need that
Yeah.
reassurance. And then I've always, like everyone on the internet, I really like, I'm so terrible with names, but the cast member of The Girls who posted this Instagram story.
Oh, Jessa. Like
Yeah.
hold on, I'll get it for you. She's an incredible artist too.
Yes. She kind of blew everyone away when she replied to someone's question on Instagram just by saying, I think you guys might be thinking about yourselves too much.
Jemima Kirk.
Jemima Kirk. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone has seen that, but it is so true and such a good reminder. And I think that was largely talking about confidence and self-consciousness and stuff. But I also think it applies to things like nihilism and depression as well, because by its very nature, you are ruminating constantly, which is a very self-absorbed thing to do.
Mm.
Not in a judgmental way, it just is. Like you're absorbed
Yeah,
in
yeah,
yourself
yeah.
and in your own mind. So thinking about it like I'm just thinking about myself too much. I need to stop is
Well, I
kind of
think because
nice.
depression's a very inward focused thing, right? It
Yes.
it cuts you off from the world because it turns you inward. So it's interesting, a lot of the things you're picking are things that turn you outward, right? Like
Mm,
they,
Yes.
mm.
That's
It's
very
like it has become
true.
a meme now and a joke, but the sentiment of touch grass is still true.
yeah,
You know, like
Yeah.
just you just got to get out of the house and you got to talk to somebody about anything and just get out and of
yeah.
your own head for a little
Move, do
while.
something.
But also
Yeah.
just
And
like
unfortunately, there is something about going outside and just getting a little bit of sun, not a lot. Some of us burn like
Mm.
bacon, but just a little bit of sun, touch some nature, and be reminded that there's stuff outside of your
Yeah.
head, you
I
know?
can't remember where I read it, but I remember once reading something about harvesting sunlight, and I had a year where I was having a tough year, and I just used to think every day, harvest sunlight. Just go get some sunlight today.
To
I
think
think part
about.
of it is also just like going out and actually experiencing the world for yourself rather than I mean, I think this is something that I fall into is like just constantly looking at other people's takes on everything. But
Mm.
instead of just having takes on takes on takes, it's like you could just go out and like look at the grass yourself and be like, actually touching this is fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The things,
And that,
something I should put on here probably is like just reminding myself that the world is not my phone, in a way like those people aren't real because they're not in my life. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
then
feel
none of it's
this with
real.
I feel this with outrage too, right? Like it's such a the phone is such a addictive instrument because it's trying to provoke you into feelings. But actually, if you were to have those same conversations with someone you're sitting opposite, you don't have that. Yeah, exactly. You're holding up
mm,
a book called Angertainment by Ed Coper. Is it Coper?
Yeah.
Um, but it's true, like if you're opposite a human being, there's something happening in your mirror neurons and the way you're seeing them as a
mm,
human and all that
It's so
stuff. It is
much,
so
and it's
true.
also just so much easier to engage in nuance when you're not
Mm,
doing it over text.
Mm.
And when you're like considering of other people as also like complex human beings,
yeah.
and not just like, I don't know, heroes and villains.
Yeah,
Hmm.
which is hard to do when there are little icons on a
Mm.
screen
Yeah. I
Do
feel
sometimes.
you
like
think?
your most pro-social aspects come out when you're in person and you realize you don't actually want to hurt people.
Mm.
But when you're on the phone and they're not
yeah.
real, you don't care about hurting them. So you just rage bait all the time. It's
There's
There's
so,
also,
also, do you
I
think there's
think,
something about your body as well? Like, I've just noticed this among students, this kind of hyper awareness of being perceived now because we're used to sitting behind a phone or a computer. So it feels actually quite vulnerable to step out in the world in your body and
mm,
be perceived by people.
it's also, yeah, people have talked about the like level in which we're surveilled these days and how it's becoming quite embedded in people's like psyches that they're being watched. And
mm,
that's why they're not,
Mm,
mm.
throwing it back at the club.
Yeah,
That's
which
where
is
they
a
get
yeah.
real
together and
shame.
record videos and put them on YouTube.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. We
Who
all
Mm.
would
need to
do
just
that?
throw it back at the
Who would
club.
do that? Who would record themselves and put themselves on YouTube? What kind of
That's
person?
so embarrassing.
Crazy people.
I could
Speaking of
never.
self-absorbed,
Well,
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful, Peyton.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
This is so well
So
thought out.
there is some writing on there, but it's just talking about social constructs and how, like, I think we benefit from narratives to make life simpler. And I don't think we can really, because I think secularism tries to move away from that completely. Like, don't have any grand narrative, because normally that grand narrative would be a religion. And there are
Mm,
lots of problems with religions. But I don't think we can really stop ourselves from doing that. So it's just about how do we construct a narrative that is more beneficial and also one that this is what was interesting in Becky Chambers as well. There is a faith system in those books. Like, how can you bake its constructedness into it so that people are aware, even as they're not abiding by it, but even as they're engaging with it, they're aware that it's a construct? Like, how do you do that?
But do you think it's like maybe you can't, but maybe the line is that when it's a system you're conscious of, but it's not dogma. Do you know?
Mm,
Like it's about, because I do think sometimes with life it's about holding things lightly. like letting it be flexible and letting it be something that's a little bit fragile and not rigid dogma. I think
Yeah.
dogma is where we get into problems.
I think you're right.
I love that Peyton's is like, I love that you can make this beautiful piece of art that is full of emotion, reflection, and like hardcore theory.
Theory, yeah.
I don't know.
No, Peyton.
But she's not good at arts and crafts.
No, she's
No.
terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Don't make me do arts and crafts. No.
Yeah.
And then it gets to the last page, which again
Oh,
is
Oh, I love
Um, okay, this is like that is next level. Like you are not allowed to say you're not good at craft. That is
That's
next
gorgeous,
level. It's
Peyton.
profound.
So to go
Yeah.
through it quickly, you start with nothing matters, depressing, and then you go through and like just think about things a little bit, and then it's like nothing matters, happy. Don't worry about it. So that's
Oh,
it.
I love that.
That's incredible.
Love that.
Mind
That
blowing.
is.
Who
You
would
really
like?
just like poo-poo yourself straight up and then come out with
Yeah,
stuff like that.
lowering expectations so everyone's blown away.
Yeah, very true. It's like, oh,
Cool.
this is shit. Yeah. Oh,
It's just-
I painted a mural
You were
for my
totally
thing.
right in your assessment, Harry. Stealthy.
Yeah.
Stealthy. Yeah, sneaky, sneaky.
You know what might be part of
Exactly.
it? It's just like, and maybe this is very wrong and this is just a mistaken perception that I have. But I feel like it's challenging to make things funny. And so I always respect comedy so much. And then I feel like whenever I talk about upsetting things, it always feels like low-hanging fruit. Like I shouldn't be doing that because it's too easy and too obvious. And I don't know how to make it good.
But I don't think it's obvious to everyone. It's just obvious,
Yeah.
like you've got quite,
Yeah.
you've got a unique and brilliant brain. So I don't know that it's obvious to everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love whenever you're sitting with people and they make you laugh and laugh and laugh until it hurts all night. But then my favorite conversations are when you actually know somebody for long enough that they just start saying such profound things about their own experiences. And you're like, bam, there we go. You're like, this is something that we'll have forever. This is the connection we'll have because you decided to share that and talk through it and how it works in your brain to me right now. And I find that that's like the mark of a great friendship, I say. If you can get to that point with somebody, then
All right. So you
It's
start
quite
your
cool.
next
That is special.
little, what's that fold called?
oh, I think it's
Yeah.
a flexi zine.
So get your flexi-zine and write Harrison down on
Yeah, I
that
feel
right
like
now.
he was
Yeah.
There you go.
really making a solid pitch
Really
to
like
the
the
first
friend.
one to make it
Yeah.
to the
solid pitch, okay?
I'm writing your
Just trying
names
to-
on it right now.
Oh, yeah. See, it feels empty now. It feels empty. Sorry.
Just draw a goose for Abby. That's okay.
Got Harry up there, not that you can see
Oh.
it, but
Yeah.
everyone's going on
Yeah.
there.
Pop that, everybody. Got that.
So, Peyton, would you like to pick Millie or Justina next?
Oh,
whoever you don't pick is going to feel offended.
oh
Yeah.
no.
I'll do it for you. I reckon we should leave Justina until last, since Justina's been the one teaching us about zines this month.
That's true.
Oh no,
so
poor
true. An
Justina.
honoured position.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, no, that's
one
great.
for the team.
Because it suits me because after that beautiful, thoughtful zine, I have the Amy Ann Book Club as D&D classes.
Oh,
Yes!
yeah.
This is
So
incredible already.
I did make this digitally because I have made one by hand at one of the workshops that happen here in Adelaide. And I love to make, like, we cut out stuff from magazines and you're gluing things. So I really liked the hands-on-ness of it. And I thought, I'm going to make one digitally to see how I feel about the difference. And I didn't like this as much. I did not like it as
Ah.
much as
Yeah.
cutting things out and feeling them with your hands. And also I felt like it was harder to get things on the page, which is so weird because I'm like Peyton, I'm not an artist, but I truly am not like, I struggle with a lot of like hands-on arts and craft and I do a lot of stuff digitally, but I just felt like I couldn't get stuff on the page the way I wanted it to so much digitally. Anyway, I still think it's great. Like I love it and I think it's very fun. Hopefully you can see it, but maybe I'll just take pictures of it and send it to whoever's editing. Where's my camera? So that's the title page.
I can't wait for this.
I can't
The
expect
first,
that angle is going to be good for your back in the long run. But
Yeah.
Probably not. That's all right. I'm just trying to like center them in my camera. Can you see them? So the first,
Oh, it's the cute picture.
I feel like
love
we're
that
going to post
picture.
these anyway, Millie.
Yeah.
I just want you
press-
guys to see it now.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
for Amy,
It's so
we've got
cute.
Amy is a bard. So bards don't have to play instruments. You can be a bard of any kind of art. So you're the
Drums.
College of Law. Drugs, sure, yeah. Because you're a writer, obviously, because you have presence and because you inspire others, which
Oh,
is
bless.
pivotal to the Bard class. Abby is a ranger for, I feel like, obvious reasons, but so you would be a Beastmaster Ranger, Abby, because you would have an
Abby is
animal
so happy
companion.
about this.
Yeah, literally.
Because
Just like,
That
yeah,
card is enormous.
that's
you're full of
right.
animal facts, and also you do obstacle course marathons,
Yeah.
which
You're
I feel is
comfortable
very
covered in mud,
ranger.
Brilliant.
which is the whole thing.
I also think the survival skill like directly correlates onto swag usage.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Using a swag out in the forest, you know?
We know
That's
she can
very
fit so
Abby.
much in her swag.
So that's the next,
I'm
if
a
you
big
can see
fan.
them.
Yeah.
Nice.
adorable.
Love that picture of Harry.
So,
With the
Harry,
blanket.
the picture of Harry is him wrapped up in, I believe it is a weighted blanket at
Yeah,
Amy's.
it is.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he was so cold. So Harry would be a sorcerer. You, in fact, you would be a divine soul sorcerer
Oh
because
my
you
God, that's
are,
who I am in my game.
because you're so charming,
In my campaign.
because you're a literal angel and you have a very healing presence. That's so funny, Harry. I did not remember that. So I have Peyton down here as a warlock, as you would have the Great Old One patron because you have a focus on old, deep knowledge, you know, like the
Ooh.
forbidden knowledge is if you would. But I do
And
think
she's
that
even eating an apple. You're even
She's
eating
eating
an
an apple.
apple.
But I do think
Peyton's
that
patron
Beelzebub would be your
Forbidden knowledge.
patron.
is
Oh,
Peyton's
Wow.
patron
Beelzebub as your
Karl
patron is so
Marx?
good.
You could, that's true. You could have Karl Marx as your patron, and then Beelzebub could be like your animal companion, your familiar.
Oh,
That could also work. The last two pages. So for I've made Justina a wizard. I had
Nice,
trouble with
yeah.
Justina. I wasn't totally sure, but I have made Justina a wizard because I feel like there's that lure. And you would be Order of Scribes, by the way, because I feel like there is that lure of knowledge for you. You can study so many things as a wizard. You have no particular focus, and also you are attempting to destroy the empire from within.
hell
is-
yeah.
Once again, you've hit the nail on the head in terms of like I always play wizards anytime I can play any kind of RPG. I love wizards.
Amazing. And then I've got myself as a druid of the Circle of Dreams because I love plants and I do cooking and I appreciate a balance in life.
Ah,
this is
And then the
amazing.
last page is just advertising for the pod because I'm always working. Always.
the grind doesn't stop.
Grind doesn't stop, even when you're doing arts and crafts.
I feel like I need to add, like, your names are on here now, but I want to add this specific episode because never before have we like seen each other so much.
Yeah.
Like,
Proven that we know each other.
Yeah.
I guess I'll pick Justina to go next.
Oh, excellent.
guess.
That worked out well.
Oh.
Well, we've saved the best to last because I didn't finish anything.
It's not Justina though, if it's not a little unfinished.
A little.
I kind of feel like that's part of it. You know, there's no hard and fast rules.
I've only just realized that you changed your name on the Zoom.
I did.
Just
I
Xena.
did that straight away.
I've only just seen it.
Notice.
So I'm going to go through some of my work in progress scenes because I often start a lot of things and then don't finish them. I also find, especially when I'm doing that hands-on arts and crafts like collage, I think like the process defines what it is eventually. So I have bits and pieces of things that I don't think are a finished thing yet because
I like that as an
quite coalesced.
idea. I would go to a
Yeah.
whole like exhibition of unfinished things. That would be cool.
Oh yeah. Well, just look in my folder of unfinished zines. We'll start with I'm going to start with this one, which I don't know. Well, I might have to turn my thing. Oh yeah.
Is that
gonna
from
stand
is that Tony Curtis and Marilyn Monroe from is it
I've
from
got-
Some Like It Hot? Is it that one?
It's all from Frankie magazines.
There you go.
So it might well be, but I actually don't know which is the front cover of this one. It's
So
all collage
nice.
from Frankie magazines. I think I
It's
started off with the chicken
beautiful.
because I like chickens. And then and yeah, and so it's not I don't have any text on it because I haven't yet thought of what words go on these. But
It could always be wordless. It could just
it
be
could be. I
collage.
do think words will come to me at some point. And there's this one which I started a zine workshop a long time ago.
Oh, this is speaking to me today. It's called I
It just
Need
says
Rest.
I need rest, and the back says sound asleep. It's fun. And it is blank on the inside because I spent the entire workshop
Because
just
you're
doing
resting. Because it's like,
Yeah.
I think it works.
Yeah.
I think it works.
that.
Should
It's
write
so
write the first word and have it like trail off as if you've
It
fallen
should just
asleep
be
at the
photos
start.
of people asleep.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this one I did, I showed you guys at the craft day we did, which was like a page,
Oh
which
yeah.
was
Oh,
also
yeah.
collage, which was just sort of about depression, I guess, and like bed rotting and the kinds of thoughts that go through your head while time just disappears. I don't know. I'm really happy with that one, but I do think I'm not sure what the rest of the zine is going to be. I don't think I want it all to be this tone. And so I think I got a bit stuck with what I would do next for the page because I don't think I've yet had that thought.
Do you know what I love about, I mean, really, I would say most of your work is they'd be great frame pieces of art. Like it is such amazing visual art.
I sometimes feel complicated about that with zines, especially because it's like this is just like someone's actual photograph that was
Yeah, yeah.
it's like,
But
am I
then
just taking someone else's actual
there
art?
is visual art that uses found art.
Yeah, true. And then this one, this is what I did. This was my first attempt at a continuation of that, which is just more questions. These are all taken from Frankie magazine, like like Q&As with different artists and stuff, but I thought some of them were really like the insides of my head. Like, where do we find hope? And also, what does home mean to you? And then things like, have you made any mistakes, do you think? That's the kind of thought that you have at like 2 a.m.
Yeah, yeah.
Desperately need to go to bed. And it's like, actually,
Yeah.
no, why don't we just try to block all the things that you've done together? I did have one more zine to show you, and I do think
Yay.
this one is one I did at a workshop at the end of last year, and I have intended to go back and redo it in a way that's legible and that you can actually see the art better. That's the cover.
I
and
love
it
this
says,
one.
"A guy with no thoughts gets a degree." First page, I've got like a graduate in the cap and gown and also a laptop. And it says, where thoughts are usually kept, this guy just has a single tumbleweed, and yet also a degree in having lots of smart thoughts. To get a degree, the guy had to write down their thoughts. But when they went to type, no thoughts came out. And the laptop says, thoughts for my degree. The next one is
relatable.
presenting at
Yeah.
a conference, and then also just like a clock. And it says, the conference, they're standing in front of a slide that says, every thought I've ever had by a guy who definitely has lots of those. And this is at the Smart People Conference. And it says, they delivered a paper at the Smart People Conference. Their silence went over the 20-minute time limit, and there was no time for audience questions. Here's
And
the
everyone said
graduation.
it was performance art, and he got an A+.
So we've got the graduation. It says, some say they weren't supposed to graduate. They just showed up on the day in a hat and robe and walked on stage with the other smart thought-having guys, and no one ever thought to check. And that's
That's
Yeah.
really cute.
Is that actually achievable? Can we do that?
It's
Can we just
autobiographical.
show up in the gown?
Yeah.
Not have to finish any of the stuff?
Some of these are kind of like picture books for adults.
Yeah.
In a way that like we can't really have those when you're an adult, obviously, because you're an adult.
And you're not allowed to view images anymore.
No, you're not allowed to do arts and crafts as an adult. That is real. Like we're the exception to that, but most people,
Yeah.
most adults are
We're
not
starting
doing
a
art.
movement.
Yeah.
Are we adults? Is the other question, Paige.
Yeah, I'm like,
Is anyone?
Yeah.
We are out of time. It is one of those months though where we have 5 weeks, so we will be back again next week, and we're going to be talking about our own work. Like we kind of were going to set something, then we're like, what do you set for Zine Month? And then I was thinking this year that we kind of dive into so many interesting topics, but we don't actually talk that much about ourselves, weirdly. And I really want to hear what everyone else has been writing and working on. I know a lot of you are nearing deadlines and you're probably like, I don't want to talk about what I'm writing. In which case you can talk about things you've written before or what you're going to work on next. But it would be really cool to hear about your actual work. So that's what we're doing next week. I have loved Zine Month. I want to do Zine Month again.
Was
I think
so
it's my
much fun.
favorite. I think this might be my favorite month, my favorite theme. Thanks, Justina.
Justina.
Can't believe it was all the way till book club before I
before that connection was made.
Anyway, thanks for joining us. Justina Ashman, Harry Stewart, Abby Guy, Peyton Hogan, and Millie Heffernan. Thanks for joining us, those of you listening and watching, and we will see you next week when we're going to talk about our writing. So see you guys.
Bye. Thank you.
Amy And is hosted by Amy Matthews, Abby Guy, Peyton Hogan, Justina Ashman, Harry Stewart, and Millie Heffernan. This podcast is recorded on Gardenland with music by Anthony Wignall and Mass Wisteria. Our logos and branding are designed by Abby Guy. This episode was edited by Peyton Hogan.